Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum. This is Sataullah Channa from LLB2A. Today my topic of presentation is state in the light of political science or state in the view of political science. Inshallah, I will talk about all its elements, function, and political theories which define state. And in last, I will I will talk about its conclusions. So let's start with the introduction. A state is defined as territory or nation which is politically organized under one government. Furthermore, state is a form of collective distinction individuals from distinct social or racial groups. As I talked earlier, that a state is a very important and has a significant role in our society. It protects and identify a nation or group of people. Furthermore, it is organized under one government. The modern term state is derived from what is status. The Germans use status. The Greeks defined as polis. Polis refers to a city-state, sorry, state-city, which was firstly introduced by Greeks. The famous quotation of Aristotle, according to Greek philosopher Aristotle, man is a social animal by nature. He is a political being. Means according to his perception, according to his point of view, the very beginning of human being, men, animals, humans are living in a social organization. The modern concept of state is clear and broad in comparison ancient, which is ambiguous and narrowed the concept. For example, ancient model of state followed by Pichi theories in which main concern like government run by democratic system is missing. On the contrary, modern concept have put lights on all aspects which are essentially to run the state adequately. As we see that the modern concept of state is very clear and broad in comparison. For instance, if we see that the ancient model of state only discuss about that state is only used for law and order, and it is but with the passage of time, modern concept have put light on all aspects that which are present in our society. Let's talk about elements of a state. The first two said to be physical element. Territory. It is believed that a state does not exist without territory because territory is signifying that the identity of concerned population. For example, for example, Genesis and nomadic tribe did not any territory, and soon both the tribe lost their identity for not having specific territory. It means that territory is most important part of state, and it identifies the population and all the resources within the state. The second one is population. Population is the most essential factor for the state. Without population, it is ridiculous to thought for state establishment, and cannot conceive state without population. Means state is another important factor for state. For example, if we talk about Antarctica continent, there is not permanent population, so we cannot say that it has a state, or for example, there live people, but they are not permanent population, so it does not said to be a state. The the third one is government. It is said to be a political element. These two said to be political element of state. The third one is government. The government is working agency and political organization. Without government, the concept of modern state is undone. It is the government which run the state, keeps the law and order, and formulate the politics of state, and organize people living within its territory. Government is said to be head of state. So it is clear that it is the most important factor for a state, which keeps the running the whole state, and it is said to be the head of state. It is the organization, it is organizer of a state. And the fourth one and the last one is sovereignty. Sovereignty is taken from the Latin word which means supreme or paramount. Sovereignty refers to independency and powers which are exercised by state. Meanwhile, sovereignty is sold to state. Sovereignty is divided in two major kinds. The first, the internal sovereignty, defined as state is supreme over all its citizens and association. The second one is external external sovereignty. The state is independent and free from foreign or other control. That means sovereignty another element of a state, which is said to be the all the which is a manifestation of its enjoyment for its people. And it says two main kind, the internal and the external. Internal means all the resources which a state possesses and enjoys, and the external, which is also sign of independency at the level of foreign foreign affairs. Let's talk about function of state. Function of states is divided into two categories. First, primarily function, which deals with the administration, law and order, and saves masses from external threats. Secondly, physical functions, which consists welfare activities, legislation and taxation. If any state fail to compile with above mentioned things in ordinary function, except war, to a war situation, then state will counted as dysfunction or failed state. Now we discuss the function of state is are different. Now let's talk about function of state are different as per the view of different theorists and different perspective. The first one is liberal and conservative theories of state, which says that state is a neutral entity disassociated from society and economy. Moreover, threat the economic system of capitalism as given. And the second one is Marxist theory. Marxist theories describe politics as intimately intermingled with economic relation. Furthermore, it emphasizes the relationship between economic power and political power. Marxist theory believe that state is the a partisan instrument that primarily serve the interest of upper class. On the contrast, Marx's early writing portrayed the state as the parasite built upon the superstructure of economy and working against the public interest. In point of Marxist theory, it is said that state is intimately intermingled with economic relation. That means that its state is made to facilitate upper classes and exploit the lower classes. And the third one is anarchism. It is a political philosophy considers state immoral and promotes a stateless society, which is known as anarchy. In all anarch- anarchists believe that state is inherently an apparatus of suppression and supremacy, and it has done of concern that who has control of it. Anarchists believe that government violates the human freedom at both social as well individual level. This thought of this school of thought believes that state promotes political philosophy which is immoral and promote a stateless society, which is said to be not good for liabilities of society. The concept of welfare state stands with the idea of modern, progressive, people-oriented state, which is surely be directed in positive perspective. By keeping the border provisions aside, at minimum. A welfare state is about the provision of basic health, education, and justice, but in actuality, many modern states fail to come up with minimum and basis of welfare state. The function of a state is said to be provide all the basic needs to its people, such as education, health, and all the basic needs, and most importantly justice. But in reality, modern state failed to give all these fundamental rights and all these things to its people. So now let's talk about its conclusion. Conclusively, at the vast perspective, a state is an institution which may come up with certain aspirations of masses. If a state failed to do that, then whom the masses should accept. As we said that at a broader perspective, state is an institution, is a whole institution which controls all the all the things which produces all the things within it. So if a state is not doing its job, then to whom its masses complain, to whom these people uh, ask for their liberties or their freedom. Besides, state is a powerful institution and should utilize all the powers for betterment of individual. As it is said that state is a very powerful, and it has so many powers in society. It also utilize them. Most of time, state started hostilities against its own masses due to distinct race, religion, uh, is observed in Myanmar, Burma, a state which moves against individuals of Islamic religion, and they started brutal killing of hundreds of thousands Muslims. As we said that state possesses powers, it has so many resources, but most of the time, state instead of protecting its people, it started hostilities against its people. As we recently seen in our country, where TLP, Tariq-e-Labbaik people, Pakistan, their party that started violence. And we have seen we seen so many scenes like this, like in Burma, uh, state started hostilities against its own masses due to distinct races, religion. So so it is hoped that a modern state will exercise all power and accordingly to the welfare of its masses. So it's done. Thank you for your time. Thank you.